the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues going up against the Charlotte Hornets. Taking a look at the Hornets, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And before we tip off qualities that make a great teammate.
Well, you want to play with guys who care as much about the game as you do, a guy who puts the team first, a guy who gets you involved, a guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me that you were talking about, but I always look for guys who could push me. I mean, and I could.
You ain't really trying to get rich?
Greetings, everyone, from Charlotte as we bring you an Eastern Conference contest live from the Time Warner Cable Arena. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Taking a look at New York, a victory here would give them the Atlantic Division Championship.
And seeing where the Knicks are, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
And I can't see any reason why they can. I mean, they've got to be considered one of the...
He's on the floor. On the court for the Knicks. Freak, he's in at the point. Porzingis is out there with John Henson. Then it's Anthony, and it's Aflalo in at the two-guard. Now here's Jefferson. Can't get it to go. Here's Freak. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. Outside Anthony. To the inside. It's stolen by Jefferson. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Batum. Finished off the break.
And really a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
And Freak throws it down.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Walker with it, out defended by Freak. His three-pointers off the mark. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with the road win.
Here's Walker, following the score by John Henson. 12 points. Two. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer.
Certainly not the dream start they were hoping for, going 1 for 4 early.
Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And a wide-open look for Freak. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Freak's got 5 points so far.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Walker goes in. No good again that time.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Freak with it. He's picked up by Walker. Anthony kicks to Aflalo. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Took him no time at all on that one. Walker's got his first points in this one. So for New York, their last game, a win against the Los Angeles Lakers.
I mean, no stress in that one. Again, almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
Here's Roberson, following the score by New York. Shoots a three. It's rebounded by Porzingis. The Knicks leading by 7. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And Freak throws it down.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. And here's Walker outside. And play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Jefferson. Jarnell Stokes comes in for Thorpe. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Jake Crowder's subbed in for Roberson. Now, here's Walker, following the miss by Freak. In the corner, Crowder with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Freak dishes to Afflalo. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. He's off from 17 feet.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Here's Walker. Here's Crowder. Off target from outside. The Knicks leading by 6. Freak kicks to Anthony. Crowder with the steal. Outside, Walker lets it go from deep. Afflalo pulls it in.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Freak not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Freak's got 9.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Walker goes in. And the basket by Kaminsky.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
The Knicks have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. And that one's good. And 11 points for Freak.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
There's Walker with the 3. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Now, Freak, 11 points in the game. For the 3. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Knicks. They're up by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Knicks.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Freak in a 2-guard. Robin Lopez out there with Smith. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's McLemore in at the 3, the small forward. The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
You know,
Hornets trail by 10. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers put on a show. He ended up with 38 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw good from Al Jefferson.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you. Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
And that one's good. Freak
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Here's Walker, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
He's perfect from the line this time. The Knicks leading by 9. Here's Freak. Batum grabs the miss. Outside, Walker passes it to Batum. They set the pick. Back to Walker. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up from 17. That one a little long.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
New York shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots. It's been a great game tonight for Augustine. He has 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Here's Freak. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Now here's Freak, defended by Batum. Freak passes to Lopez. Augustine dishes to Freak. Jefferson with the double team. Here's Lopez, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Knicks lead by 17. Walker with it. He has 7. There's the pass to Jefferson. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. So as we conclude the first...
Well, guys, I'm here with...
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. He has been everywhere.
Yeah, how about all of the assists he's had already in the first half? Got his team a lot of easy baskets.
He's got great vision, Greg, and he's not afraid to get rid of it early. That's what makes him such a great passer. He doesn't hold on to that thing. He finds the open guy right away.
Jefferson is out there with Thorpe. Then there's Roberson. Then there's Batum. And it's Walker in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Freak with it, working on Walker. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
And he gets it to go.
He's got to quit while he's ahead, Kev. It worked that last time, but that's an invitation for a turnover.
And Henson kicks to Anthony. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Walker with some nice D.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Back to Walker with the shot. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Walker's got 11 points.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts. Well, right here, Kevin, we can get a look at New York and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. First in field goal percentage. First in three-point shooting. And they're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another. And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Freak passes to Henson. Hornets with the rebound. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently, and that's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep in when they kept missing those foul shots. I mean, you could see them start to shy away from wanting to even go to the line.
Walker the pass to Thorpe. Batum against Anthony. Batum dishes to Jefferson. Knocked away. And so the ball out of bounds. Henson touched it last. Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Hornets. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. Then for the Knicks, Josh Smith, he's checked in for Porzingis. And some changes here for the Hornets. Jarnell Stokes comes in for Thorpe. And Jay Crowder's subbed in for Roberson. The Knicks also changing it up. Lopez comes in for John Henson. And Freak subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. Now here's Freak, defended by Crowder. Freak kicks to Lopez. And he banks in the layup. And the Knicks lead by 19.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
Kid Gilchrist, no luck. New York leading by 19. And here's Freak. He's got 21. 16 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Inside, Crowder with the steal. Outside, Walker. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Walker's got 13.
That's a smooth, old-school move right there. The quick crossover followed by the quick release.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. New York's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And New York, looking at who they've got. Freak, he's in at point guard. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Afflalo in at the shooting guard.
John Henson.
Here's Freak. And that one is hammered home.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
Outside, Walker. No good off the front iron.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Freak passes to Carmelo. Freak with it. He's picked up by Walker. Pass to Porzingis. And there's the feed to Freak. 4 on the shot clock. 13 feet away. Henson's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Walker goes in. And he gets it to go. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Freak dishes to Henson. New York moving the ball around. Freak kicks to Henson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Nice numbers from Henson. 12 points and 1 steal.
And guys, really impossible to say where he's been better, offensively or defensively.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's not missed a beat at either end. That's obvious.
Henson hits them both. Here's Walker. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Jefferson inside. Puts up the baby hook. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. The Knicks leading by 17. There's the double team with Walker. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Here's Walker. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. No good.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Now here's Freak. Jefferson with the double team. And he gets it to go. 25 points for Freak.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Walker the pass to Roberson. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to Jefferson. The jump hook. It's rebounded by New York. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Walker leading the charge. It's blocked. Leaps for it. Here's Jefferson and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for New York.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Here's Freak, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
What a performance. Just look at the game for Freak. 25 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Free throw good. Freak.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Hornets trail by 20. Walker dishes to Robertson. Passes to Thorpe. And Walker kicks to Jefferson. The kick out to Walker. Takes the three. And he gets the bucket.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
The Knicks leading by 17. And the foul on Al Jefferson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Freak kicks to Anthony. Here's Freak. And that one's good. Freak's got 8 here in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
All right, Charlotte, now enter the court for your viewing.
And the Hornets making a change here. Kid Gilchrist has checked in. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Now here's Walker. Tight defense on him. Dishes to Jefferson. Nobody near. Kid Gilchrist gets the three-pointer to fall.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Anthony kicks to Freak. A follow outside. Now the dish to Freak. To the middle. Here's Henson, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
Here's Jefferson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 5 assists in the game. Freak with it, working on Walker. They swipe it.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Knicks.
2 great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
Well, once they'd taken the first 2 from them, you could just sense how this one was going to go.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Freak. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Anthony in the corner. Now here's Freak, guarded by Walker. 5 on the clock. Here's Freak, knocked away. A fast break now for Charlotte. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
Aaron foul. First personal foul, team second. Going to the line, Michael Kidd.
And Kid Gilchrist, no good on that one. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Augustine. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
Freak misses the shot. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move on to the presentation. Freak, just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just... And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show.